Hello and welcome. My name is Dennie, and we're going to be having a look at what I believe to be one of the world's most perfect business. That company is called ZipDandy. What is ZipDandy, you may ask? ZipDandy is an advertising and mobile marketing platform that specializes particularly in small and medium-sized business. Now, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I believe that's true in this case. Now, if you look at the picture on the left in 2005, this is a papal inauguration in St. Peter's Square, and you will notice that there's virtually hardly any cell phones whatsoever in that picture. Now, in 2013, at another inauguration of the Pope, you will see that it's filled with mobile-enabled devices, cell phones, tablets, etc. This shows very clearly that the consumers have gone mobile. Within a few short years, they have switched from no cell phones whatsoever to smartphones that are internet capable. Now, let's have a look at the type of packages that ZipDandy has to offer in terms of their platform for advertising. Now, package starts from as low as $25. We have packages of $60 and $115 per month, which is very, very reasonable when you consider advertising budgets for most companies. Now, here's a look at some of the products that we have on our platform. Most of you may recognize this little square black and white box. It's called a QR code or a quick response code. And I did a test recently, and I noticed that most QR codes just direct the user or the person scanning this code to a website. Now, on our platform, we can do over 5 additional things other than to just redirect. Now, with ZipDandy, 20% of the funds that we earn, the commission that we earn, go towards what we call affiliate or loyalty cash, and I will be covering that in just a moment. Let's just take a look at where we started this whole marketing revolution. In 1450, when the printing press came about, business was able to extend their reach in terms of advertising to a wider audience, miles and miles away from where their business was established. In 1867, the billboards came along after the printing press became a bit expensive. Business started looking at another way to advertise, and they turned to the billboards. Today, we just have to drive down to Gardner, and we will see modern versions of this billboards that's basically dots the streets in many large cities around the world. In 1920, the first wireless device came on the scene, which is radio. And some of you can probably still remember the days listening to the advertising and the commercials, maybe a soap opera or two, back in the time when radio was something very new and very exciting. In 1950, the television virtually replaced the radio in terms of a medium for advertising. And again, it was able to reach a much wider and larger audience that's spread for miles and miles around. In 1970, after those two mediums became saturated, business turned to telemarketing and the telephone, again as another way of being able to reach the audience. In 1995 is when we went through what's commonly referred to as the dot-com era, the dot-com boom. And at that time, when emails was very new, every one of us read our emails. Today, less than 10% of emails are actually being read, which means that as far as an advertising medium is concerned, it is virtually ineffective. In 2003, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, social media came about. And even though today it's very widely and very popular, I personally believe that as a marketing tool, it is not as effective as it could be. What do we have today? Today we have in our hand a state-of-the-art device. That's our newspaper, our billboard, our radio, our television, our telephone, our personal computer, all wrapped up into one single device. And I believe that at this point in time that we're at the very beginning of a massive shift in technology, and we will see one of the greatest wealth transfer ever in human history. Now let's take a look at this particular device. In the United States alone, over 5 billion text messages are sent every day. And if you compare that to email marketing, only 10% of emails are open compared to 97% of text messages. And most of the time, these messages are open within a 15-minute period of time. even when the user cannot actually receive a phone call. And you've done it before. All of us have done that. We've been in a meeting, someplace where we cannot take a phone call, and as soon as we hear the chime on our phone that represents an incoming text messages, we'll slip the phone under the table and read that text messages. Needless to say that 72% of consumers want to be able to receive text messages or coupons on their phone as opposed to being able to receive it through any other medium. I'm going to repeat that again one more time. 72% of consumers prefer to receive a coupon offer from businesses via text message than any other means. And that makes a lot of sense because with the paper coupons that we have in our pockets, it normally ends up in the rinse cycle. Now, if we look at how this is being used, how text messages can be used in business, to one, eliminate slow times by simply sending out a text message. And let me give you an example of that. Let's say, for example, that I have a restaurant, and perhaps it's a seafood restaurant, and it's after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, what does business normally do? They normally throw out that food if they don't have it sold within a certain period of time because it's unusable by the next day. Now, what if you were able to capture the phone numbers of all your customers, and you were able to send out just one simple text message, perhaps after 2, saying to them, how about coming by and between the hours of 3 or 7, and we'll give you a 50% discount on this particular dish that we have at a discounted price. So needless to say that most of your customers that receive that text message would be able to come by and take advantage of that offer. Hence the reason why the redemption rates on cell phones is 10 times greater than that of paper. This also helps to increase customer loyalty by customers coming back to your establishment over and over again. You can also send out appointments or reservation reminders to attract more customers to you. Obviously, the time is now. Now, why do I say the time is now? Simply because the market is being primed at this particular moment to be able to receive videos, like for us to be able to watch TV on our smartphones. So if we get involved into this particular marketplace at this point in time, we're actually in front of the wave. We become the leading edge in terms of advertising on the mobile phone. Now, let's have a look at some examples. Now, most of us have seen real estate signs, and some of us may even have seen a QR code. Now, in this particular example, the way that our platform works, the user can do one of two things. They can text a particular keyword. In this example, they can text 123 Blueberry Lane to our short code number, 71441. Now, when they do that, they will receive instantly a text back to their cell phone informing them about what that property has to offer. For example, we could say it's a 2-bedroom, 3 baths, lovely pool out back, barbecue area, school and TTC nearby. And at the same time that the customer is reading that text message, there can also be a link to a video that will walk them through that property. At the very same moment, the agent selling that house receives the phone number and the name of that particular customer that texts in to inquire about the property. He can now call them on the spot within just a few minutes while their emotions are at the very highest point, and perhaps invite them to come down to see an open house that may be happening, for example, that Saturday. It definitely gives a real estate agent a much higher chance of selling the homes that he may have. Another example, as you see on the right, is of people walking by an apparel store. And as you can see, it says text now to get $10 off, a very short number. And if this was your particular store, you're able to capture the phone number of all these customers that are passing by simply by them texting. And at that point, they receive a coupon. Within a few minutes, they can now come into the store at a later date to be able to redeem that particular coupon. Now, this is a very good case study right here. This gentleman was able to sell $120,000 worth of shoes from just a couple of text messages. And I'm going to let him tell that story.
Hi, Dave Sheehan here from DaveTheShoeGuy.Mobi. Thanks for stopping by. This is the Mobile Minute, and I want to talk to you today about a case study which is near and dear to me. It's my case study. It's what got me involved in mobile marketing. A lot of people ask me to tell them the story about how I sold $120,000 worth of shoes from one text message. So I'm going to share that with you today. So basically, I was working at a high-end designer shoe store, a nationwide store, ladies' shoes. I loved it, and that's how I met my wife. Great deal. So I was always looking for better ways to communicate with my customers, whether it was about a sale, new merchandise, a special promotion, anything like that. Maybe you can relate to that. So I didn't like calling customers. I don't like bothering them. I want people that want to hear from me to contact them. So one of the things I started noticing was almost every single one of my customers had a cell phone. So I started looking around for ways to take advantage of that, and I found a service where I could send one text message to one person or thousands of people at the same time by clicking a couple of buttons. I like that, and the price was very inexpensive. So what I did is I started asking my ladies. Now, if you don't know much about ladies' shoes, the only thing ladies love more than shoes is getting them half price. Okay? So I started asking them, would you like to be the first to know when the Manolo Blahniks or Christian Louboutin or Gucci, you know, high-end shoes went on sale? 1,500 of my customers said yes. So what I had them do is pull out their cell phone, and you could do this with your customers as well. On the spot, I said, create a new text message and text the word shoe guy to 77950. And you could try that out yourself if you want to experience how mobile marketing works. So text shoe guy to 77950. They received an instant welcome to the future message. Their number got put into my mobile database, and it's all web-based, easy to do stuff. So anyhow, now I had 1,500 cell phone numbers that people gave me because they wanted to hear from me. That's the power of mobile marketing. They asked for me to contact them. So now I wanted to contact them and test this thing out. So what happened was we had a big sale coming up on a Friday. So on a Wednesday afternoon, I created a text message, and it said, quote, the sale starts Friday. You get to come in Thursday. Show me your text. You get first pick. So I sent it out Wednesday afternoon. I clicked a couple buttons, and imagine this, 1,500 cell phones were going off at the same time of people that had wanted me to contact them. You with me? With my message, and it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. So what happened was Thursday, I went to work the next day. We opened up at 10. So 9 o'clock in the morning, we had a store meeting, and ladies started lining up out front. I thought, man, this is cool. This is working better than I thought it was going to work. So the shoe salon was on the 3rd floor. They opened the doors at 10. These ladies come rushing in. They ran over to the escalators, which are 3 stories high, filled with ladies holding their phones, can't wait to get into the shoe salon to see me and show me their text message. Anyway, it was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen, and it really solidified mobile marketing for me. As a result of that one text message, I was able to sell $120,000 worth of shoes from one text message. Powerful, powerful stuff. Now we have mobile websites. Now we could send them MMS, which is like a video or pictures. There's so many cool things to do with mobile now. So I know it'll work for you because it's worked for me. I'm excited. I hope you could feel it. So that's what's going on. Thank you for your time. And all I can tell you is the future is here today. Don't miss it.
As you can see, that was a fantastic story. That's the best example that I've ever seen, a best case study of mobile marketing. And as the gentleman says correctly, the future is here today. Another part of our platform allows you as a member or as a merchant to be able to send coupons directly out to your customers. Now, the one at the very bottom was created with our platform, the ZipDandy platform. It happens to be of a hotel that we have some presentations from time to time. And as you can see, it can be used in many different ways, whether it's a boarding pass for an airline, perhaps it's an invitation to a wedding, some get-together that you're going to have, even a barbecue. You can send it out to your friends, informing them of the time and the place and the directions. Another part of our platform has a kiosk that allows you to capture the phone numbers of your customers. It can be simply where the customer comes in and they enter their phone number into the kiosk. And after, let's say, for example, 3 or 4 or 5 visits, you may give them a free cup of coffee or whatever it is that you want to offer as an incentive. They will instantly receive a text message, which they can take up to the front of the teller and redeem that offer that you've given. The next thing on our platform that you can do is give out our electronic business cards. And as we can see in this case, this QR code can direct to a website. It can direct to any other offer that you may have online. Another thing that we have on our platform is an appointment reminder. And in our system, you can send out 48 of these messages at the same time. Now, whether you are a spa or perhaps a mechanic shop where you went to have an oil change, and we normally get these stickers that's on the window, and a lot of us tend to go over that from time to time, perhaps 5,000 kilometers. Well, what if you were able to send a text message 3 months later informing your customers that it's time for them to change their oil? It is more likely that they'll come back to you, and therefore you have the opportunity to create a loyal customer. Now, on the customer end, they simply receive a text message that they can reply back to with, yes, I'm going to confirm, means I'm coming in on time, or they can reschedule, or you can simply say that they will miss the appointment, or they can simply choose to reschedule it for another time. And all this in real time. So at the other end, the person doesn't have to stop what is it they're doing or interrupt the normal process in business. They can simply read the text message, which we know would be read within a 15-minute period of time. Now, we have 3 different packages, the silver, gold, and the platinum package. Now, for the silver package, here's what you get. We get a QR code, mobile landing page, text message, mobile coupon, opt-in wizard, social media integration, scheduled tasks, and mobile business cards. For $60 a month, you get everything that I mentioned above, plus the autoresponder, kiosk builder, and the loyalty program. And our platinum package at $115 a month, and this is in US currency, you get everything that I mentioned above, plus an appointment manager. You can conduct polls. You can ask your customers what products perhaps that they'd like to see you carry. And if it's a product that you do not currently have, obviously it might make sense to be able to switch one of the products that's just on the shelf for a long time, just collecting dust instead of collecting money. So you're able to have a much better real-time feel of the market. In the platinum package, we also have vehicle listing. We have property listing, as we mentioned earlier with the real estate example, plus text-to-screen, birthday wishes, and email integration. Now, ZipDandy also has its own search engine, as in this case, where all of the merchants and anyone that's in ZipDandy can put something in the search engine where you can all go and search for that particular item. Let's say, for example, it's a car like this Cadillac. You can view pictures, of course, of that particular item. You can actually, we even have a video that you can upload it, and you can listen to the engine of this particular vehicle. So whether it's a garage sale or you just have items that you'd like to sell, a used computer, whatever it is, you can list it in our search engine. When you become an affiliate with ZipDandy, you earn up to 80% commission. And by just a few referrals, you're able to have your monthly package paid for. Now, how much will you earn? Well, of course, that depends entirely on you. But what will you do with it? That's perhaps a more interesting question. Now, as you earn money with ZipDandy, clearly you can travel to exotic beaches, as we see in this picture. Perhaps spend time in St. Martin, Jamaica, or perhaps just go horseback riding on the beach. Whatever it is you enjoy, you can take advantage of it by being a part of our system. Now, some of you may like cruising, perhaps to buy a new car, new clothing. It's entirely up to you what you do with the extra disposable income that you will be able to earn from ZipDandy. Now, let's have a look at our compensation plan. When you earn money with ZipDandy, 20% of it goes into what we call ZD loyalty cash. Now, let's give an example. Let's say that you earn $1,000 with ZipDandy. $800 would be in, let's say, a checking side, and $200 would be in what we sort of like a savings side. Let's say that you went to a gas station and you wanted to purchase $100 worth of gas, and that gas station was a ZipDandy merchant. When you purchase that $100, it comes from the checking side, as in this case. So now your balance is $700. And when the system batches, whether at the end of the day, it checks to see whether or not that purchase was made at a ZipDandy participating merchant. It then deducts the $100 from the savings side, and then it refunds you that $100. So in this particular example, you're getting 100% refund, dollar for dollar, on your purchases, whether it's a gas station, a restaurant. It doesn't matter what the merchant is that you can put into the system as well at your favorite places to shop. You would be able to receive 100% refund. Now let's have a look at how you were able to earn this income in the first place. Now with ZipDandy, the affiliate package is $156 per month. From that, $50 go towards the admin fee, $6 go towards card services, and the remaining $100, you make 80% commission from that, which is obviously $80. Let's say that you refer one affiliate. When you earn that $80, $64 of it would go towards, let's call it the checking side, while $16 is towards the savings side. Now, let's say you brought one affiliate, and that affiliate went out and they started to build an affiliate sales team. In this case, this particular gentleman, let's give him a name, let's call him Bob. Bob went out and he referred 4 other affiliates. Now, when Bob pays his monthly platform fee, you are able to earn $80 commission from that. Now, Bob, of course, earns $80 from the platform fee of the first person that he brought to the table. Now, the second person that comes in that Bob brought into a ZipDandy affiliate, you earn that $80. So let me repeat that again. So you brought Bob. Bob was brought, in this case, 2 other affiliates. The second one rolls directly to you. So you're earning $80 from Bob and $80 from the second affiliate that Bob has brought. In this example, it shows that where the third affiliate stayed with Bob, the fourth affiliate rolled up to you, and that's $80 commission every single month. So in this particular example, you earn $240. Now, in this example, Bob went out and he has 7 affiliates. So if you notice, there's a pattern that's developing here. Number 2, number 4, and number 6. They all roll directly to you. And this is just as if you sponsored them directly. Now, I know what most people are thinking when they see circles like this. They probably say, I know what this is. This is multi-level. Well, you couldn't be more wrong. Because in this particular case, everything's rolled directly to you. And even if you call it a front line, there's only one single line that's available as the people roll towards you and you're making the full $80 commission. So let's have a look at number 2. Number 2 that rolled directly to you, when he brings in his second affiliate, that also rolls to you. So you earn another $80. When number 4 brings in their second, that also rolls to you, as well as number 6. That also rolls directly to you, and you earn $80 on everyone that rolled directly to you every single month. So let's just stop the math here for a second, and let's just do a very quick review on this very small circle. So at this point in time, you referred Bob. Bob referred 7 affiliates, of which number 2, number 4, and number 6 rolled directly to you. And you earned $80 a month from each of them. Now, because they rolled directly to you, it is as if you personally referred them. When they bring in their second, that also rolls to you, as in the case of number 2's second affiliate, number 4's second affiliate, and number 6's second affiliate. Now, let's say, for example, you had 10 people that was just like Bob. Now, how much would you be earning? Well, you would be earning $560 times 10, which is $5,600 per month. Now, at this point, most people are sort of concerned about Bob, whether Bob is actually able to earn any money. But Bob actually is. Bob is earning from all the odd numbers, number 1, number 3, number 5, and number 7. And if you do the math on that from 1, 3, 5, and 7, $80 times 4, when Bob has the same group as you do, which means in this example, the second one rolling to him from 2, 4, 6, etc., then that's an additional 4, which is 80 times 4, which is $640 a month. So in this particular example, Bob's actually earning slightly more than you are. Now, what I just showed you was one half of the compensation plan. That's the affiliate side. Now, I know most of you are thinking, well, I don't like giving up my people. And that you might have experienced in other companies in the past. But with ZipDandy, you are able to earn from both sides. Now, the ones that you have passed up to your upline, number 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, You get paid when they bring in their first merchants, let's say. And when the merchant comes in at $115 a month, you make that 80% commission. So it doesn't matter whether it's 4 $25 merchant or 2 $60 merchant or 1 $115 merchant. You earn 80% every month from that sale, that platform fee sale to the merchant on number 2, number 4, number 6, 10, etc. Now, at this point in time, what I'd like you to do is to go to the website of the person that invited you to watch this video, and then click on Become an Affiliate. Now, below that, there's a calculator, and we're going to look at that calculator right now and just play around with it just a little bit, just to put some numbers in. Now, at the very top of the calculator, you see where it says the number 4. That represents the average affiliate that might have 4 $25 merchants. Okay. Number 2 shows the average affiliate might be able to go out and have at least 2 $60 merchants, or the average affiliate might be able to have 1 $115 merchant. And this is not 4, 2, and 1 every month. This is just one time, because those merchants pay that platform fee every single month. Now, where it shows 7 is the example that we used previously. Let's say you were able to go and refer 7 affiliates. It doesn't matter whether it was in 7 weeks or 7 months. This is basically just calculating what will happen when you get to that point. And it shows that the other affiliates that below, they actually did less than you. They have done 4, which is the roll-up, as I showed. And then their second generation of roll-ups, everyone did 4, as in this example. And as you can see, your commission is $30,752 per month, of which $6,150 is loyalty cash, and $24,602 is money that's disposable that you can spend any which way that you want. Let's play around with this number. Let's change this to 10 as an example, just to see what will happen. So this is saying that you went out and you had 10 affiliates that were direct to you, and they each of them just had 4 each. And again, with a couple of generations of roll-ups, that's the pass-ups direct to you, second and third, etc. It shows that your commission is $47,120 a month, of which $9,424 is loyalty cash, and the 80%, $37,696. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, okay, well, Wayne, that sounds pretty great and all, but I don't think that I can do that. I think I'm just an average person. Well, let's just look at what happens with very, very part-time income. Let's say that you just did 4 affiliates. And this works out to, let's say, 1 every 3 months, because there's 4 quarters in 1 year. Let's say it took you a whole year. That's 1 every 3 months, and everybody did exactly the same thing as you did. It still shows that you end up with an income of $18,848 a month, of which $3,770 is loyalty cash, and the 80% that's available to spend any which way you want is $15,078 a month. I mean, not bad for doing a very, very part-time business for under $200 that you got started with. This is an extremely lucrative compensation plan. I would highly suggest that you speak to the person that give you this DVD, have a quick look, study the plan carefully, and definitely get on board. Now, when you go to the site to sign up, you want to click on the Affiliate 100 plan, click on the sign up button, and make sure that you're signing up on the right person that you want to sign up on. You will see that their name is at the top right. Fill out the form, and you will receive an email that looks very similar to this. And this is where your payment card is set up. So you want to click on the temporary link, copy the password, the temporary password, so you can put it in on the other side. Then you will be able to change it to a password that you wish. Make sure that your address and things like that is correct. And when you receive your card is already activated, so you do not have to activate it. Simply by filling this out, it activates your card. So for those of you who've decided that this is a great opportunity, I want to welcome you aboard. For the rest of you that may still have questions, please see the person that give you this DVD, and they'll be able to answer all of your questions. Thank you very much. This is Wayne Dennie saying, see you at the top.